disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teach them to obey everything that I have commanded you. And remember, I am with you always, to the end of the age.
This is Manuel, a fierce journalist, working for a top news channel, 2 News. What he sees is only what he believes. He has received applause for his journalism. However, he is an atheist. He doesn't believe in the presence of God and the works of his church. He feels what successes humans achieve is purely based on his or her hard work and surely a great luck. It's outside Holy Family Church. Manuel is crossing the road to his office to write a new article when a fast-moving bike from the wrong direction crashes into him. Manuel is badly injured and lying there, but no one comes to help. Anthony and Dina rush to him and take him to the hospital. As soon as he's taken to the hospital, doctor check him, but soon Manuel goes into coma.
Come, my child.
What has happened to me? I don't want to die. And who are you?
I am Jesus.
But why are you coming to me?
My child, I just want to show you around.
Manuel agrees to look around. Jesus shows him hell. Manuel is scared. He doesn't want to look at it. Jesus then shows him heaven.
Look at the place. Maybe you may like it. You will meet a few new people who you missed interviewing when they were alive.
Yes. Okay.
Manuel is scrolling when he meets Mr. Anand. He is extremely delighted.
Anandji, it's a great pleasure to meet you. You have built so many schools in our country and done so much for the orphans. I'm sure some great person has inspired you.
Hello Manuel, you are right, a great person. But she is none other than Mrs. Anita Fernandez and her husband.
How?
Yes Manuel, I was an orphan. I was left alone at Dadar station by my uncle since I was an orphan. I was hungry, crying, waiting for my uncle to come back. Then I met Mrs. Anita, who was traveling back from Goa. And when she saw me, she felt pity and took me home. She had a small house. When I went there, I found 3 other children like me, orphans whom she took care of. She did not have children of her own. She was working as a house help and her husband a driver. Yet, with the little money they made, they sent us to school and made us educated and good humans. It is because of her I was inspired to make many schools and orphanages. She led me to the right path. She was a devout Catholic. I used to go to church with her, where I learned all the good values of Christ and the works of His church.
Mr. Anand walks away. Manuel is surprised. Manuel is still scrolling when he meets the great surgeon, Dr. Mrs. Murthy.
Hey Dr. Murthy, such a pleasure meeting you. I always wanted to interview you when you were alive. The tremendous work of conducting free surgeries. You have treated so many people tirelessly, and you are such a bright to our human race.
Thanks, Manuel. I would have never been a surgeon. I wasn't even sure if I would pass my 10th. I was continuously failing my grade in school and was into bad habits of drugs. My father was a drunkard and my mother never which was run by the nuns. They sheltered me and tutored me. I had fatal tuberculosis. They provided my medical care at St. John's, Bangalore. It's because of him I am alive. He motivated me to study further, and the church paid my fees.
What? The church pays fees for education?
Yes, they do help children from needy families achieve their dreams.
Manuel was surprised again. Now Jesus comes back to Manuel.
Manuel, how did you find heaven? Have you made your choice?
No, I want to live. I am deeply impressed with Mrs. Fernandez and Father Stan and the church. I want to go to earth and meet more people like them.
No problem, my child. You get another chance.
Manuel is lying down in the hospital. He's still in coma. Jesus blesses him and he comes to consciousness. Anthony and Veena are next to him. Oh joy that he is now back from coma.
Hello Manuel, how are you feeling now? Who are you?
You were crossing the road in front of our church and you met with an accident. We found you lying injured, so we brought you to the hospital. You're here for a month. Father Rodriguez has asked us to take good care of you.
Now that I am well, please take me to your church. I want to meet the priest and people there and see things with my own eyes.
Veena and Anthony take Manuel to the church on various days. He sees the green campus of Holy Family Church, attends the Mission Sunday, followed by the road crossing camping, attends meeting of the prison ministry, and sees the Vincent de Paul Society and other associations of the church providing ration to the poor, the Kingdom Kids Association providing basic education. Father Rodriguez encourages him to attend activities of all associations. He attends the World Day of the Poor and so many other events at meetings of the SSC. That finally Manuel is convinced that God exists. His love is shown through the works of his people and the church.
After my encounter with Christians, I now firmly believe that I have lived a life of falsehood. These Christians have taught me that their mission is to witness the love of God amid the whole human family. I saw that these Christians are firmly rooted in faith, stretching their branches towards God's light and bearing fruits of love, kindness, providing shelter and compassion to nourish the souls of others.
Seeing the good works and experiencing love from others transformed Manuel from an atheist to the believer of God and doing the work of God. We all